Hello! Here we are on week 19 of our CSA unboxing video series. It is a beautiful day. We're outside once again. Last week we were indoors and wearing sweatshirts, and now we're sitting outside in short sleeves. So it just goes to show you that the weather is always changing. It's like it's different every day. I went down to the farmers market this morning, so I don't have a report from my daughter Lucy. But before we get into the vegetables we got this week, let's take a look at the vegetables that we got last week and what we did with them. I went on a road trip this week and I cut up some carrots and celery for road snacks, and my, was it delicious. I'll tell you about the celery later. Here's a salad that I made. It was really good. Looks good too. We steamed some broccoli and then we served the broccoli with some chicken and some rice, and that's just kind of like a classic dinner around this house. I took a picture of some of the vegetables as I was cutting them up because I thought it looked kind of like a still life, but there's always something wrong with the photos I take. Here's some potatoes. Look how yellow they are, or gold, I guess. Man, were they delicious. Here is a piece of celery on a ukulele because that's the way we serve it around this house. And I'm only including this picture because I want to say that I think pizza is the ultimate compromise food. Okay, let's take a look what's down at the farmers market. It was a beautiful day down there in downtown Canton. Lots of people wandering around buying things at the farmers market. The fountain in the park is getting close to being completed. I don't know how soon it will be, but it's looking pretty good. And let's take a look at the vegetables that we got. First thing right off the bat, as you recall last week we got a purple cauliflower. This week I went with the yellow. I do not know how many different color cauliflowers one can find, but we know now that there are at least three. The purple, which was more of a lavender, this yellow one, which is almost orange, and then of course the normal white ones. And they do just taste like regular cauliflower. They just look cool. Also in my bag here, Brussels sprouts, or Brussels sprouts. These are a very good size and have been very delicious as the summer. I'm always surprised at, I guess because I've never done this before, at the length of the season of some of these things that I always thought were just a couple of weeks. We've been getting Brussels sprouts for quite a while, and maybe we'll have Brussels sprouts growing in the yard next year now that I've thrown them around the area. Is that all the Brussels sprouts? Oh, there's a couple of more in here. Okay, Brussels sprouts. These are delicious, and as we said before, I usually roast them in one manner or another. Just very good. More potatoes. You saw that we had cooked up some potatoes just recently that we got last week. These, I guess those were red ones. They were like gold inside. I think these are whiter when you get them inside, these yellow ones. But I think I got 2 pounds of those. Yes, 2 pounds of beautiful potatoes. Can't wait to get at that. And 3 of these incredible peppers that, as I've been saying, I put these in just about everything. And from the omelets that I make on the weekends to, I had some sausage this week that I just cooked up with some onions and peppers, and very, very good. So look at this one. This is really red. I mentioned before that because we have a basic share, we get 8 items every time we go to pick up our CSA. But this week we got 8 items plus a half gallon of cider. And this comes from Canton's Orchard in Messina. And that'll be really good. We have a gallon of cider in our refrigerator that is turning hard, which is really good for a sip now and again. In the big box, more carrots, I've been going through a lot of carrots recently, and the carrots just keep getting better and better. Don't these look good? I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but the orange is so orange. Those look really good. Is that all? Yeah, just 3. Giant onions. Also, I put onions in just about everything. We did have, I forgot about this the other day, I had an onion sandwich with peanut butter, and it was pretty good. It tasted mostly like peanut butter. I think I was a little worried about the onion, so I didn't put a lot of onion in it. But I had been cooking earlier in the week, and I was making kind of a spicy dish with noodles, and at the last minute I put a spoonful of peanut butter in it. And I realized, you know, the peanut butter, or the peanuts go really well with spicy things. So onion and peanut butter sandwich is now starting to make a little bit of sense to me. Thank you, Aunt Janet. Another bunch of celery. And last week I ate the celery just raw. I mean, just took a stalk of celery and eat it. And this is not the celery that you get in the supermarket. It has a sweet flavor to it. It tastes like celery, but not as celery as celery tastes. It's a subtle celery taste, and then the sweetness overcomes it. It's also a lot more fiber in it than the celery that you'll get at the supermarket. Really delicious. And final item this week, another head of green leaf lettuce. Hadn't been getting lettuce at the farmers market at the CSA the last few weeks, so I got it again. And also because there was no kale. So that's it. That's all the items we got at our CSA this week. I believe next week is the final week of our CSA share. So I didn't read the email this week, so I don't know for sure. But it was supposed to be through November, and next week will be the last week of Saturday is the last day of October, right? So I think we're done next week. Tune in and find out, because maybe I'll know.
All right, you ready to try it with the camera on?
I'm glad that you didn't stop me and ruin my flow while it was still